Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, welcome to Cosa Nostra Radio. We are a poetry family located at allpoetry.com. And I'd like to thank Kevin and the crew for giving us a place to call home. We believe in freedom of speech. However, not all of the views and opinions on the show by the guests and poets are reflective of La Cosa Nostra ownership and management and are of their own free will. Enjoy this La Cosa Nostra program.
Hey, so this is Boo and Adam. Going to be calling here in a minute, and we're bored, and we decided that we're going to have a show, so we're going to be a little buzzed doing this, most likely, but first we're going to play a song first while I wait for him to come.
Yeah.
was an abrupt ending. What's up, Adam? Thanks for coming.
What's up? Yeah, that was the weekend's worth it, because you're worth it.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Drunk Dialing. We have to make this a regular thing with other people.
Drunk Dialing. We're going
to have shots for every poem that we read. See how far we get, right?
Hold on.
Oh.
I was telling my friend.
Paper. Are you getting your drink ready? I got my cheesy buzzball, but I'm going to order another one.
Yeah, how much alcohol is in that fucking thing?
There's like, I think it's like 12%, and it's a little tiny, maybe it's like 15. It's like 2.5 beers, but it's tasty. It's like a little, like, you know, what do you call that thing? I guess it's like a baseball, pretty much. You know, but it's got a lot of liquor packed in there. This shit, they've got like 50 different flavors. No joke. My favorite is like, well, I like the one that's like coconut. It tastes like suntan lotion, kind of. But they've got berry. I mean, they got buzzball for the big ballers.
You've done some nasty shit on the beach, apparently, to like the taste of suntan lotion. Oh, wow. All right.
We all like sex on the beach. Get sand in your crotch. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Honestly, to be honest, I hate, loathe, despise sand. I can't stand the way it feels on my feet. I can't stand that it's a mess. I can't stand that it gets everywhere, all over. It's just a fucking mess. You know?
You know what?
I hate it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Practical, you know?
When
it comes to sex, yeah. I guess it's a nuisance. But like sand all on its own is a fucking amazing thing. I love the way sand feels in your toes and all that. That's an amazing feeling. But yeah, nooks and crannies and sex. No, sand is not cool. Sand is everywhere. But yeah, I like sand. I like the way sand feels on my feet. But you got to keep it. My experience is like the sand of the desert without the ocean. Being from Arizona, so it's not the sand of the beach. You highfalutin girl.
Yeah, right. I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, you still got a beach. Oh, yeah,
so
you got the beach.
If you want to call that a beach, it's like the grayest water ever, and it's like, yeah, it's not that nice. Yeah. But then again, I live in Florida, so that's really nice. It's really beautiful, green water, nice and warm.
Yeah, I think the Pacific's better than the Atlantic, but I don't know either one. The Pacific has no memory. The Pacific having no memory in the poetic notion just makes it the winner. That's it.
So that means, do we have a poem about the beach? Do you have a poem about the beach?
Holy shit. I mean, for never being on a beach, I do. I mean, I don't, and I do. How about that?
Oh, you don't gotta go. Oh, you're on your page, so you can search for it. Right.
Right.
Buzzball.
Yeah.
How come I see it? Here, I think I'm on the phone.
I have one called The Killer. I think I like another one better, though.
I wish I could actually see it, so I'm going to have to just listen.
I'm not going to do this one. I just thought of another one, which has to do with the idea of a beach. So I'm going to skip this one. I cracked open my Four Locos, but try and do this, and then I'm like desperate. Yeah, because fuck this phone. It's called Marooned or something.
Words or not really. I'll just listen intently.
Listen intently.
Yeah.
Do you have one about a beach? I'm sure you do.
Of course, I got a poem for all occasions. Yeah. Well, you don't got one, Randy?
I just fucking
I can read
blueberry.
you one. While you get your drink filled. So the deal is, we're going to drink a shot for every poem. So let's see how far we get. This is just for fun. Don't try this at home, kids.
Or do.
Or do, but ask, let's say ask your parents' permission. Like they're going to say yes.
Whatever. Just do what the fuck you do, because what else is there in life?
Put it on with all the other shit you never told your parents.
We're not responsible for what you do in your own fucking life. That's basically the disclaimer here.
Yeah, did you hear the disclaimer?
Yeah, that was my disclaimer. Whatever the fuck you do is your problem.
Yeah, don't be suing us.
We don't promote drinking or underage drinking or anything, period, that be against the law. So do you and don't do us. Peace.
Don't do it.
Call the fucking show and hang out. All right.
Yeah, that would be interesting if some people actually called in.
Well, I mean, it'd be cool if you could see listeners, but not like, who actually called, but you see listeners. That should be an updated feature on Blog Talk.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
Have you heard that?
I'm full of these fucking things.
That's what I always wonder, actually, how to get people from the outside, they're just sitting at home or whatever, listening or whatever, how to get them to call in without spending a ton of money. I think that's the catch. Because, like Google Ads, for example, is minimum is $60 a day. And that's the minimum. That's crazy.
First they have to boo. So there's a feature I'm aware of on Blog Talk where they can call through for free, no matter what their phone is.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what it is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about advertising.
Oh, advertising. Well, I spaced that.
It costs money.
Yeah, but you can do your own fucking legwork. Advertising, it can help, but you can do your own legwork, really.
Yeah.
And you do.
Plus, as much as humanly possible already, I mean, we're on everywhere. I don't know why other shows don't put themselves on social media and on Spotify and all of that. I mean, we're everywhere. Everywhere you can imagine that has a podcast, we're at.
They're just trying to be in a little circle, and that's it. And is what it is. I'm not trying to reach out. So, fuck them. They're lost. You're going to be the queen of the scenes. Whatever.
There you go.
Have you ever tried experimenting with paying for advertising?
Yeah, I was. I actually found a new one that's out now. It's called Red Circle, and they actually have cross-show promotion. So you can go on somebody else's show, and then they can come on yours, which is pretty cool. They also have, you can pay for it, or you can get the Google Ads. What would be really cool would be a billboard. I'm slurring already. A billboard, but I looked for those for my job, and they're pricey, but they're worth it. They said they got like an 80% return, of course, because it's up in.
How much does a billboard cost? Like $5,000?
Like $10,000. Some of them are up to $10,000, $5,000 to $10,000 a month.
Depending on location. Yeah,
location is a big one. What exactly it is that you're selling.
That'd
is
be
it like
one time though, man? Just one time, just me and your picture up there on LCN, dude. That'd be fucking sick on a billboard.
Right on Hollywood Boulevard.
Dude, I would throw if I had that money, I would throw it right at that for real.
That'd be so cool. Yeah, when we have our pictures on the shows and all that stuff too, like. They just randomly pick. That's why I always tell people to make sure you put a picture up there, because if you don't, it's going to just show plain, and I hate that. So did you want to start?
You're going to start.
Okay, I'll start. I've got a million, so I'll just go with whatever one I grab first.
Whatever one.
I guess ocean. Okay. All right. Okay, so this one, yeah. All right, I'll read this one. This is ocean tides. Same thing, I guess. The ocean tides, they rise and fall with grace, a dance of motion in sun's celestial play. The rhythmic ebb and flow, a timeless embrace, nature's symphony in night and day. A dance of moon and sun celestial play, pulling waters close and pushing them away. Nature's symphony in night and day, a captivating rhythm in every bay, pulling waters close and I don't like this one. Hold on. This one sucks.
I had a feeling. Was that a pantsuit?
No, I don't like this one. Wait a minute.
I knew.
That's the first one I grabbed.
Right.
Okay, hold on.
I knew you were.
I like this one called
I
Beach.
knew it.
Find it. Let me see.
Hey.
That one's good.
Was that about your relationship?
No.
Or former relationship? Oh, I feel like
no,
it was.
No, that's tides pretty much.
Oh,
nothing.
Basically actual tides. Wow.
Yeah.
Blue.
Sometimes low, sometimes high.
You know what?
Just like me.
That's not horrible. I mean, I've literally just written about something is being what it is, so I forgive you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I was like, oops, you should have done.
Was too, yeah. But, you know, I already have.
Let's read whatever we want. So I'm going to read a different one, okay? Fuck the beach. I can't find one, so we can do whatever we want.
Do what you want.
We're on the
do what you want.
Yeah, I'm doing my shot right now. Here we go. Okay. My cats are going to be like, ooh, this one's really bad. This one's like tequila Rita. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're going to say it's really good before you reading it? You're really building it up now.
I'm gonna read. Okay, I think I'm gonna read this one maybe. I don't know I'm trying to find one you haven't heard. Okay, fuck. It's gonna take forever, so I'm gonna read this one. I don't know if you'll like this one, but I think anyway, I like this one, so I'll read this one. Okay, here we go. So it goes like this. The prompt was chasing Gothic. Well, I'll read it to you when I'm done because it's going to be in the poem. Okay. You set my neurons firing like an arsonist in the foyer of an old abandoned church. I wonder if the gods have ever felt the way that your lips draw on mine. If so, temples would rise at the way your smile redefines art. Here, I worship your ethereal intensity. We created a realm where we inhaled stars and suns. Come whisper hushed tones and low groans along collarbones. I want to worship you in faraway places with my tongue, gently stimulating unique vibrations. But instead, I'm a sacrificial lamb bleeding in silence as I roamed abandoned cathedrals and burned down monasteries and holy shrines. All the places they told me, monasteries and shrines begging grand idols, bound and blind beneath your will. Visited crumbling walls of burnout cities and all the places they told me that you might have been, conjuring up old ghosts in Gothic cathedrals. I want to craft myself in the art of you. I want to make this a new tradition, the holiest of rites, a new devotion, a God I can pray to devoid of sin, where neglected lips no longer move in prayer. Bruised and bandaged blisters on hands ravaged by eternal wars against one's own life through years of painted with cascades of burning tears. Left bleeding on the once pristine floor, you take pleasure in hearing my name being sung from your lips like a prayer, satisfied by my worship that you have no doubt in knowing who my devotion belongs to. What really matters is our name on mileposts down the path that have no road, filled with a chalice of my marrow because you are my God, and I live somewhere on middle ground between the two. Until I realize you're not really coming back to rescue me, are you? My soul simpatico aches wrapped in forget-me-nots till I hear the rhythmic call of that heavenly voice in your footsteps, and I realize that sometimes things end without ever really ending, and how you filled my life with the silence between us with grace and prolific poetry. End poem. And the prompt there was, it's right at the top. The prompt was conjuring up old ghosts in Gothic cathedrals. That's a prompt, huh?
Okay.
Oh.
So I felt like it was a very vulnerable piece. It was a very, it was totally vulnerable. It was like, here I am. This is what I hope. This is what I dream. This is what I want. I hope you, and you're unsure. You feel like they might want the same, but you're never sure. You're not sure in this whole piece. You are sure of how you feel, but you're not sure of how they feel throughout. I mean, there's great imagery throughout it, great metaphors, and I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I've heard this before. I remember now, of course.
Yeah.
Vaguely, I remember it. You know, we're talking over a year ago.
Yeah.
The old days for me at least. Yeah, I feel like I mean, you write about love and want and desire, and you hold your partner to a high standard of. You put love on a pedestal, which is admirable in your writing, and it's not often done. When it is done, it's not done in the way you do it. I mean, you almost make it it's like a prayer. It's a worship. It's, you know, and what you said even about they're almost godlike or divine. That's how you consider love. And,
but sometimes
you
when you
can't
put pedestal that high, it's like you're bound to disappointment.
Right, and there's the touch of that possibility. But see, because this is very unsure, it's very vulnerable because it's untested, it's unknown. You don't know, and therefore it's just your side. You don't know that it would be that, and that kind of comes across in it really. It's not fully fleshed out love. It's not love that you're 100% about, or love that you know about through and through. It's a love that you manifested almost on almost unrequited, but not unrequited. I mean more like on one side with, you know, the other side there. You know, obviously, I feel like I know what it's about, you and the other guy, but that long distance thing, you know, when you do it like that, you can feel it. You can almost feel like there's too much you don't know, and it comes across in the whole piece. There's just so many questions. The whole piece is a question, but your side of it is strong and powerful and poignant still. So it's obvious that you love deep, true, and you love through and through. It's beautiful. I didn't like stick onto a particular line to hold on to. I should have did that while I was listening, but
it's okay. Hey, we're buzzed, so that's all right. I probably won't remember as much as I usually do either, but I'm gonna try.
Right, because I'm trying to do just like you, just all off, you know, from the head. So it's good to ask you, you know, be ready for. Ask yourself questions like remember to pick a line that sticks to you. That's an important one, I know. Think of a line that sticks to you, and the other stuff, the other standard way of commenting. You know, I'm not a good off the dome commenter anyway.
Nah.
I gotta kind of read it and digest it, and that sucks because sometimes like I could read it days later and have more thoughts that I didn't have originally. That's unfortunate that I can't just take it all in at once. You know, writing, not typically.
Also to see it, don't you think it's hard just to listen to it once? It's really, that's the one thing about Clubhouse that I find hard. So I have to take notes because my memory stops.
I think it's because, you know what, though? Let me tell you this. Here's a compliment. I don't know how you would take it. It's different, though. It's not like during your reading of the poem, I took a few drinks of my drink because I was like, yeah, that's good shit.
Oh, that's good.
It'd be like a beatnik snapping, I guess. I was taking some drinks or shots, but it's not shots, drink.
I have tons of poems about. Oh, I got a good one I'm going to read for you next round. I forgot. Yeah, you're going to like that one. But let you go first.
have you checked the board? Make sure you frequently, since Boo, you're the only person in the studio.
Oh, right. I'm forgetting.
Yeah, don't forget to check online. I've sent out a couple feelers, but...
Let me refresh. Okay.
You never know.
People always love when we do like the off stuff because I think they find it entertaining that we just throw it together. Isn't it funny though when you think about it? Like a couple years ago or whatever, we would never do like, you know, impromptu. We'd be like, no. I mean, I know I was like, no, everything has to be planned and everything.
It used to be. I think I like the new Boo. I like Boo who, with my influence of random shit, my randomness affecting your by the book methodology helps.
Yeah, like everything in segments and perfectly timed. Well, we're not that good at that anyway. And don't forget, tomorrow at 9 o'clock is still public poetry, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so go ahead, Adam. Your turn. Let me put you on mute so I don't have to bother you.
Don't be on mute. Unmute yourself. I don't like that you're on mute. It makes me nervous. I like to hear your random noise, regardless of what it is.
Okay.
This is a weird one. This is sticking to the beach theme. I looked one up that I remembered. It's called Marooned. The shipwreck of this skyward stare, hesitant, catches as the netting drag, trapped upon the shattering corals of daydream's faint, jagged edge. These wayward eyes cast away, entombed on prison shores left, far from rescuing, pleading for it all just to fall, just crash, just end, sink into the sky's collapse. It's all just over my head, and without the shade I burn, peeling away in parched husk. Sand stings the wound, but not sand. It's the messages in bottles, never written, flung into the high sea of my meager exhaust, the whimpering sigh of existing. End poem.
Oh, and that's really good. The ending line is really good too. Crash, fall, collapse, the sand stings the wound, almost like salt being rubbed in the wound, and then the bottles without messages, meaning all the words you never said, all the words that you wish you would have said, and now possibly it's too late. And then say the last line.
What's that?
The last line again.
The last line is fuck. It's not fuck.
It's not fuck, I'm pretty sure.
The whimpering sigh of existing.
Yeah, the whimpering sigh of existing, like just going through the motions, you're barely breathing, hanging on, just like you're just wrecked and ruined by all the things that you couldn't say, by all those moments that got away, you know? All the time that you wasted that you wish you would have said what you had to say. That's what I see there. Yeah, and don't we all got those? We all got those, man, the time we wish you could rewind and go back, if only, right?
Absolutely.
You know?
And
be the one thing you would, the person that got away, or the person who you really loved, what would be the one thing you wish you could say? Or ask, maybe ask.
So I'm going to share. I haven't told you yet. You didn't know I was going through this right now. But I just found out 2 nights ago that my first love, first woman I ever had a sexual relationship and was with seriously, that I loved with all my heart and being, and loved throughout my life still, you know, continuously, died of an OD last month.
Oh, shit. Fentanyl?
Probably.
No?
Fentanyl, he's a killer of everything now.
It sure is.
Everybody.
Oh, man. How old?
How old was Vanessa would have been 40.
Is that the one you
two.
use and everything?
She would have been 42. She was older than me by a few years.
Is that the one you have tattoos and stuff?
What's that?
She has tattoos of you, right? Is that the one?
No, that's a different lady. I mean, I don't know what she would have of
remember, because you said
me.
like you have a tattoo on your finger or hand or somewhere, and so does she.
No, I have a ring tattooed. That's a different woman. We have rings.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe
and
that.
she has my name above her ass. No, that's not her though. She might. I mean, Vanessa, who's passed away now, though, she wanted to like tattoo lyrics I wrote once for a song I wrote for her.
Oh, that's romantic.
She wanted to tattoo them down her side.
I got
called My
tattoos
Addiction.
too.
It was called My Addiction. Now I remember. I wrote the guitar for it and everything. It's really not. The guitar is good. What I wrote is cool. They don't really marry together well, not in the way I did it. So I don't really use them together. Yeah, I'll probably do that for my next piece, the piece I wrote about. One of the pieces I've written about her. That's what I'm going to do next, I think.
How many have you written?
I don't know, because she's in everything I do. So, I mean,
really?
It's weird, almost, she was the woman that taught me love. She was, 19, 20, going on 20, and I was 15. It's very complicated.
Did you say 15? Did you say 15?
Yeah, I was 15. Oh. She was 19, going on 20. I mean, it sounds weird, but I don't think it was weird. Yeah, it was statutory rape for when there was such a thing as statutory rape. But I don't give a shit. Like, I don't think I was taken advantage of or anything weird like that. Like, she was in our peer group. She was one of my best friend's older stepsister. Like, we fucked around in the same clique. Like, I'm supposed to be weirded out because she's, a legal adult. I don't know. It's like, whatever. I mean, I had a dick.
I'm sure you were sure.
I had a dick. It's hard. I could make choices, and I made my choices. And she, I don't know. I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I mean, to be honest, I don't want to try to put her on blast like that. Like, it's not, to me, it wasn't anything. She didn't take advantage. We were the same peer group. Like, let's say we were in high school. She would have been a senior, and, she would have been like a senior, or maybe, just out of high, and I would have been a freshman or something. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Who cares? So it's like stupid. It sounds weird though, when you put it. When you make
not
it
really.
black and white.
A lot of guys that the first person they ever fucked was like way older. My brother was like 13, and the chick was like 19. I mean, and everybody I know, all guys I know, are like that.
Right.
I don't know why
15.
that is.
She was 19, going on 20. So, actually, I think she might have already been 20. Cause
they would look more down on her than.
Yeah. Like, it would have been something. Honestly, I think I got her pregnant too, which is fucked up because I know she had an abortion. So that's a thing. Yeah, it's a fucked up thing. We talked about it later. I mean, I had to go steal a pregnancy test for her.
Oh shit! Back in the day, now you can get them at the fucking dollar store. Isn't that insane?
It was a Walgreens down the street. Yeah, it was very weird for me. I didn't know.
Speaking of,
I mean,
go ahead.
I don't know. No, I didn't even look at it. She just told me. She just told me she wasn't pregnant, and I was like, okay. But then, she disappeared for a while, and whatever. Yeah. I just, her leg, she's known as a user of people, which I don't like, and she was more than that. I hope her kids. She has 2 older kids, and they're adults now. who were with the same guy. He was a good dad. He had custody, took care of him. And she had a younger son named after her father, who she adored, whose father was like a scumbag who died in prison, murdered in prison.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. He was a fucking, like, I don't know, whatever, high-ranking Aryan motherfucker. So he, whatever happened was a just fate, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know
no
why
one knows.
She could fuck with anybody, man. She was like a chameleon, and she was bad. She was a bad chick, dude. She could get with any crowd and make sense. She was beautiful. She had it all together, whatever. But she made bad choices a lot with men. Did her thing, we stayed in touch a lot. And I'm sad that I wasn't, she didn't reach out to me in the end these last couple of years, because I was there doing more or less better than I had done in a long time, and she wouldn't reach back out to me. And it was unfortunate that, she died last month, which happens to be, the month of my birthday, which gets me in my head, of course, like, was she thinking about me? Was she trying to use, you know what I mean? Like, it gets me in my fucking headspace. So she died in June. I'm born in June. I don't like that idea at all. Of course, it fucks me up. She's always loved me. I remember one time I was like, maybe we should have never hooked up, and she said, well, maybe we should have never broke up. And it's shit like that kind of fucks. I was like, well, you have a whole different. So if you feel like we should have never broke up, then you feel like we were meant to be. I feel like we should have never ruined the good friendship we had, because I felt it was pure as a friendship. Funny thing, I hated her at first. That's the funny thing. I hated her. I couldn't stand her when I first
hated.
Right? It's a funny thing when you hate the person.
And her ass. I was like, God, she's so fucking obnoxious and annoying. And then I was like, oh my God, she's hilarious. When you get to know her, we've been together, stuck together through a lot of stuff, but that's how you know your true friends are. But
yeah, it's a funny thing. That's what I feel like modern society blinds us to the diversity of relationships. We think they always have to be perfect. Like, social media teaches us kind of bullshit fucking situations where it's like, it's the likes, it's the love, it's all these looks and glamour.
Oh my God, if you get your seen from likes, you've got problems,
Right.
But there's a lot of people like that.
There's more friends have been made through fist fights than likes. Come on now. That's my generation. Yeah. Like, sometimes the motherfucker you fought in the yard became your best friend. That's the motherfucker that have your back in the end. The motherfucker you fucking threw punches with is going to be the guy that fucking stands up and right by your side. Or, the motherfucker that loves you to the end is the motherfucker that hated you at the beginning. It's not streamlined. And somehow social media's got us cutter ideas and bullshit. It's just, I don't know. It is what it is, though. Just try to float through
people that are like, oh my God, what are you doing? 500 times a day. Got to check my Facebook. Got to check my. It's like, damn, what's different than it was there fucking half an hour ago?
Yeah, you never fucking know. But yeah,
that goes to show everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be validated and loved.
Right. Well, that's the human experience altogether. I think that's to be seen and known and loved is what we all want. And there's just degrees of that, and I think, and on the whole, it only takes, yourself to know who you are, and you're free of that. Many of us don't ever attain that. We need the outside. We need the outside validation to help solidify our own preconceived notions of what it is and what it should be. When really we don't need any of it. It's just an illusion. It's just an illusion. You don't need anybody. I mean,
I think we do.
I mean, you gotta think. No, honestly, think about this. If the world was gone, it was just you, could you still live? What's life like then?
They've proven that babies die without affection. You know?
Now you're talking about a whole other complicated idea, the idea of failure to thrive, a baby needs love, which can be gathered from outside human contact. A baby can thrive in animal contact, so you don't necessarily need another human. It just, life needs life. Life needs love. Love needs love. Let's put it that way. You don't need another human, but you know, that's just how we're built. So it's okay. We're social creatures. I'm just saying, you have to be prepared for the ultimate reality of, like, what if everybody was gone? It was just you. Can you still maintain? Can you still live? Can you still go day by day? If not, maybe
you could. I was alone.
Maybe something's wrong with the way you're living. Because you should be able to live by yourself alone without anybody else. Figure it out. If you can figure that out, nothing else will matter. It'll all be just extra. Anyway.
Well, that's fucking depressing. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm alone a lot, actually, a lot more than people seem to think. That's the funny thing. But you know, sometimes I like it, but sometimes it gets to be too much. You know, I'm not gonna just like be with somebody just to be with somebody, just to have somebody there. I think that's pathetic.
Right. A ton of people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A ton of people do that. A ton of people just jump.
They don't care if he's a good man or, you know, whatever, because they just want to say they got a man, no matter what kind of man.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. Just they got a man or they got a girl. It doesn't matter who the fuck they are. It's just that they have one.
Yeah.
So they can't be alone. When a lot of people really, the healthy thing would be to be alone. You don't just jump to a new relationship. Just do it because you can't. I mean, that's.
I saw my sister. She goes back relationships. Like, she's never been alone. Back to back. She's already got Plan B before she leaves Plan A. You know. Oh
yeah. I mean, well, let me give you a secret, boo. That men in the know have about women is that we know women already do this. All of them regularly have a plan A, B, C, D, and E. So we are well aware that you have backup plans. Every woman does. And men that are in the know that women are always playing the field even when they're taken. And this is truth. And I'm sorry, I mean, I'm not trying to sound any sort of way about that. It's just the nature of the beast. I don't know how to say this without sounding misogynistic, so I'm just gonna be cool. Women are always playing the field. They can be in a fucking serious relationship and still be playing the field. If that makes sense.
But I even think men do the same.
Men don't do that, but the men have been being trained to wake the fuck up and start doing that. So let's put it that way. Men naturally don't do it. Men don't play the field to find a partner. If men are playing the field, it's for sex. Yes, it's a sexual. It's not a partner. Women are always playing the field for a better circumstance.
Yeah, to trade up.
If that makes sense. Yeah, a woman will trade you the fuck off for a better circumstance in a heartbeat. A man is just having sex. But a man's not going to trade the woman he loves. The man's not going to trade the woman he loves.
Location, who's around.
Right, a man's not going to give up the woman he loves for some bitch. He loves her, and that's true. A woman's love is pliable. It's not as solid as a man's love. And this sounds fucked up, I know. And this is very controversial, and I'm really starting to regret that I'm speaking these words out of my lips right now. but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Men do cheat. Men are looking. We're visual creatures. We can't help but see what we see and see it. But women are cerebral and thinkers, and they're fickle. And 1 minute they're into you, 1 minute they're not. And the grass is always greener, bigger, better things. Women are always on that. How can I be comfortable? How can I be taken care of? How can I be safe? How can I get my goals taken care of? A man thinks, how do I help this woman? How do I provide for her? How do I take care of mine and my own? How do I sacrifice my needs for them? That's how a man operates, and that's the difference between us. Women are thinking, how do I get mine? And men are thinking, how do I do them? I swear to God, that's the way it is. It's how we're built. Men think about everybody.
I see a lot of is that women want all this shit. A man to make six figures, and I want a man with a car, but they don't want to bring shit to the table.
There you go. There you go. You got women that are honest as fuck and are like, you know what? I just want to be a gold digger. You know what? I respect that. I respect that more than a lying-ass bitch that just fucking rides men to find the next best thing, the next best thing, the next best thing. But a woman that's honest and says, I just want to be taken care of by the best motherfucker that comes to take care of me, I respect that because it's honest.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. I mean, there's a perfect fairy tale of like, let's build together, but a lot of times that don't make either.
I believe in that, though. I'm a sucker like you when it comes to love. I am, because I was raised by a woman. I love like a woman. I think like a woman, but I also am a man. So it's different. But I believe in the fairy tales too, boo. I think love rises above all. Right? Love conquers all. The love between a man and a woman is a sacred, beautiful thing that can never exist.
How do you know when love is over?
How do you know when love is over? Yeah. That's an interesting thing.
When
how do
dead.
You know when love is over? Well, this is, what? Because let me tell you. So first of all, you got to know what love is, right? Before you can even begin to fuck with questions like that you're posing. And I know you know what real love is. Real love is sacrifice, point blank. Real love is expecting nothing and doing everything for the other person.
Yeah. I read love is someone else's being ahead of your own.
Yeah, you don't even think of yourself. There's no motives. There's no ideas of, if I do this, I'll get this. No, that's not love. That's manipulation. Love is you do everything costs for the other person's well-being at the expense of your own. So you suffer alone so that they can be happy. You're in pain to make them smile. You're crying alone so that they can have happiness that makes you happy because you love them. I've experienced this much in my life. I've really loved a woman to the point where I did it. I've been through this. And real love is sacrifice. That's the truth. So how do you know when love is over? That's a tough question because
how do you know it's dead?
For me, love doesn't die. So that's why I have a trouble with a question like this. It's a very interesting question. It's an intellectual question. It's a poignant question. But when does love die or end? For me, it doesn't. If I love you, I love you, and I'll never not love you. And that's the way it is. I could go, get a new girl, love her, move in, get in a relationship, but I'm never going to not love you. I'll always, I always love. Love is love. It doesn't die. It's just something that doesn't end. So many people operate like a relationship dies or emotions die when the person, it ends. It ends. Well, what's the end? Right. You're not fucking anymore. You're not having sexual satisfaction. You're not taking care of each other's needs and wants. Isn't love more than that? Of course, love is more than that. Love is an action. Love is a sacrifice. Love is everything. So if you operate in a way where you don't love somebody because you're not with them anymore, then you never loved them to begin with. If you love them, you never stop loving them. You never do. It just, you don't cut it off. It doesn't die. It just changes. You understand that. You understand things like they couldn't love me the way I needed to be loved, and you understand that love is maybe a different kind of love. It's not healthy love, or it's a love that like they need something else that I can't provide, or they need this or that, or my needs tell me I need this or that too, and we don't have that for each other, so we're not compatible. But I still love her. I still love him, but I can't give him what he needs, or I can't give her what she needs, or she, we're not built to be together. Doesn't mean you don't stop loving. Love is love, and it fucking just, it's the strongest force to ever exist. It's beyond everything, dude. Love is everything. When they say love is all you need, no bullshit. I mean, a mother can pick up a car, a little fucking 5'5", petite, 130-pound woman can lift a car off her child through the peril of that child in danger through love. This has happened through adrenaline. A human being through love, through the want for protection and, to save another person they love, rise above the human capacity that is supernatural. You've heard of this, right? You know this. You're no fool to this.
Yeah.
So if love can do that, in the physiology of a human being, then love is the ultimate. Love is everything. Love is all you need. Love is everything, man. And if you, that's why I don't get it, man. If you're done with somebody and you're done with them, you never loved them. Don't call it love. You were lusting. It was lust, or it was something else. A mutuality, a shared time where you were supplying each other what you needed for the moment. But it wasn't love. Don't call it love. Don't fucking dare call it love, because love doesn't die. Once love is a bond, once love is created, it's immortal. Love is immortal. Love doesn't just, it's not flaccid. It's not, love is real. Love binds us. It is everything. So if you can cut somebody off, you don't fucking love them. That's all there is to it. I mean, and now I'm dabbling in a little bit of the old idea of loving from a distance. Well, that's true too. You can love somebody from a distance with all your heart. That's not loving them, though. You're still loving them. You're loving them from a distance. You're loving them without putting yourself through abuse or toxicity. That's fair. But to just cut somebody off, a boyfriend, girlfriend, like, we're over with.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just rambling to my fucking self about love.
Sorry.
No. I wish Jim was around. I wonder what his fucking... No thought. This is me and you still. We haven't even read a poem for like 30 minutes or an hour.
It's all right. All right. Okay, since we're on the topic of love, no, I won't do it. No. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. So, wait, we have to stop and do a shot.
Stop and do a shot.
Shot.
We didn't even talk about, like, different kinds of love.
Oh, I could do that all night, right?
Right. Yeah.
I think, for me, like, the tables pretty much turned when I found the person that showed me real adult love. No jealousy, no drama, no questions, no doubts. Just, just be in a box together and be fine, And he got me, like, really got me, and that's not easy to do.
Right, and we didn't even mention that. When somebody shows you what real love is all about.
Yeah. You think it's better to love than not love at all?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you never loved, I pity the fucking hell out of your soul.
Yeah. Me too. You know what I'm eating? Have you ever had that, like, populous popcorn? It's got, like, chocolate and vanilla and shit on it.
What are you talking about?
Popcorn. You ever had this vanilla? They got like vanilla and chocolate sprinkles on the popcorn.
On popcorn? No.
Mhm.
Good.
Kind of like pop. I'm going to say it was straight face.
No.
Anyway. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going. Oh, wait. I got a couple of new raps. I know you're dying to hear.
That's funny. I'm trying to find this rap I wrote, but I can't because I never posted it. But I have it on my other phone, I think, so I might have to go get it. Tell me.
That's funny. We're on the same wavelength.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength all together. That's fine.
I'll be looking for it.
I'm surprised I don't have it here. Why didn't I post it here? I don't understand. I swear I did. That's weird. It's really weird.
Maybe it's under a different name.
You know what? I bet you I have the recording under my SoundCloud, but I haven't fucking fucked with it forever. SoundCloud. I know I have a beat and everything. I used to work on it, like try to make it a good rap, but I can't. I suck, but I don't suck. I only suck because I don't practice. I'm trying to find it. So read me yourself
songs, rap, but I don't know if it's any good.
Well, I know it's going to be straight white girl rap, so fucking bring it already.
Okay. Stumbling through the night, feeling tipsy, feeling high. The music's pumping. Pumping. Sorry. Okay, wait. I can't see this font. I gotta make the font bigger. Hold on. I'm going blind in my old age.
You're going blind in your old age. Sounds like a rap line.
That sounds like a rap shit. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna go to 14. That's sad.
Fuck, I can't verify without my old phone number, which I don't have. That sucks.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Here we start over. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm stumbled through the night, feeling tipsy, feeling high. The music's pumping loud. It's time to touch the sky. A few shots down. Inhibitions are on the run. In this euphoric state, I'm dancing like the sun. I'm drunk on the beat. My words slurred and free, lost in the rhythm. This moment is, I fucked up. Lost in the moment, lost in the rhythm. I mean, the moment is for me. In the rap symphony, I'm the star of the show. Letting go of my worries, just letting it all flow. My mind's a blur, but my heart knows the groove. The crowd's roaring loud as I move. With every verse, I paint my life in rhymes, leaving behind all my troubles, creating unforgettable times. I'm drunk on the beat, my words slurred and free. I'm lost in the rhythm, the moment is for me. In the rap symphony, I'm the star of the show, letting go of my worries, letting it flow. The night's haze, but my spirit's awake. It's this hip-hop dream, there's no room for mistakes. I ride the melody, surfing on the sound. In this intoxicating trance, I'm forever bound. It's almost as bad as going back to Cali.
I'm going back to Cali.
When you were, let's forget this poem. when you were gone, we played that just to dedicate it to you. I'm like, here's some dedication of Adam. I'm gonna suffer through this stupid song one more time for Adam. That was funny. Yeah, that one kind of blows. Yeah. I don't like that one either. I gotta stop pulling out the old shit. This is the problem. I'm going way too far back. I know I got plenty about being a lush. I got plenty autobiographical. I'm gonna read you. This one's really good. Okay. This one I took my time with. Let's see.
Okay.
The was addiction. Okay, I'm gonna start over. Addiction. Supposed to be searching. Where's my bar? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm missing the. Oh, no, God, I'm fucking missing the right where I'm supposed to be at. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this one's pretty good, I think. Let's see. I got so many on addiction. ADDICT. Okay, I think this is it. It's either this one or this one. Okay, so this one goes like so. I need to make. All right. I think you'll like this, but here we go. If I can ever get my page to open. Dead air. Just kidding. I need to clean my phone. This phone sucks anyway. It's my free Obama phone. Okay, here it goes like this. Ready? All right. So I can't change what I've done in the past, how I've built weak walls and I let them crash. But now the face of insecurity I once displayed melts with reality as a woman's portrayed. In this new clarity, I comprehend my self-damage. I see through the pain, and I've gained an advantage. I've been face to face with death like most will never see. The trials and tribulations have strengthened and empowered me. I've looked through the eyes of men and seen evil demons, flipped the iris to a mirror so I had something to believe in. I realize I've been places no man will ever endure and suffer a disease which can be paused but has no cure. Many have shown me love when I turn them into opponents, making my whole universe a drug-infested dark enclosement. And when the heroin handcuffs would tighten around my wrists, I'd walk through forests of fire just to have one more fix. I've tortured myself above and beyond humility, and I wished my own mother would have been born with infertility. But the spirit inside of me knows self-defeat must finally end. I'm trying to be a woman, be humble to make amends. I know that the road to recovery is like scaling the tallest mountain, but like the little engine it could, I will stop on my self-doubting. I know my final destiny hasn't come knocking for a reason, and my purpose on this earth is to stop the people-pleasing. Through my tribulations, I've been degraded, abused, inflicted, self-tortured, and let myself be used. And now when I look back, I see how I lost control, fell victim to the voids, and entered that black hole. I spiraled, lost with no direction, no purpose, aimless, dismissed by society whose acts considered heinous. And through shame and guilt, iced the cake of my heart, I can finally say that I deserve a fresh start. I've always heard poems about fluffy clouds and blue skies, not to demean them, but I've always kept it real with my demise. I'm not even a poet, just a survivor with war stories, fighting day by day to regain happiness and glory. End poem.
Man, that was deep as fuck.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're going balls to the wall on that, like everything I got. I've seen the darkest pits of a man, and I still choose to love him regardless of his bullshit. That's strong shit right there.
Yeah, glad you like it. On that note, shot. While we're talking about addiction.
Right, but I felt like it was like, yeah, my bad. I thought it was like, it felt like it was about a relationship, so that was good. That was a good way.
Yeah.
It worked either way.
Yeah, it could go. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it, right? But you know, addiction's addiction, whether it's a relationship or food or drugs or whatever. My theory on that is, I feel that if you could cure anxiety and depression, you could probably cure addiction, because to me, it's not feeling comfortable in your own skin, not loving who you are, and dark, lonely place. And you know, everybody I know that has addiction, you know, has depression or anxiety or PTSD, some kind of mental disorder going on. So until we treat that, we're not going to be able to treat the other successfully, because look at the success rate, 7%. Pathetic. We need to do something else. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're right though. I mean, so much is a byproduct of what we go through from our experience, whether it be our depression, anxiety, and that's just a byproduct of what we come up with. We just can't let that define how we treat each other.
Yeah. And you know what?
About it.
Down upon people that are, we're all just, like I said yesterday, we're all just one paycheck from the street. We're all just like one bad decision from fucking failure and defeat and addiction and everything else, crime, all of it.
That's true. I mean, I was just talking to a buddy tonight, and he was telling me how, or earlier today, how like a chick he was with while he was in his addiction, he let down because of his addiction, that a relationship had to end. But like in the end, she fucking went ahead and fell into addiction herself to cope. And it's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, and then he got sober and got straight, and here she fell into addiction full out, being somebody that never dealt with it, period, because he had done it. And it's like, it's a fucking crazy, it's just a crazy idea, man. It's a carousel.
Like, I think it, like, always just like, it's okay if I fuck myself up, because it's just myself, right? But fucking somebody else up, I don't want to be responsible for that shit, No,
who does? No one wants to be responsible for someone else's misfortune.
Mhm. Like, I had a friend who never did drugs in his life, right? He drank from time to time, but anywho, he met this bitch, and she is a bitch, and she started shooting him up, and he would physically give it to him, would let her. That's his fucking fault for letting her, right? But I'm like, what kind of? She's like, I love him. That's disgusting. That is not love. That is sickening. I mean, sickening. You're putting the needle in him. You're getting him. Like, what the fuck is wrong? You're a sick bitch. What is wrong with you? You got wrong. That's not love. And I just tell him, that isn't love, man. She's physically injecting you with shit that you don't even want nor like, and you're letting her. It's just the whole thing's sickening. And he was like, well, fuck it. And then he finally one day he just woke up and he was like, what the fuck am I doing? And I'm like, I have no idea, but I was waiting for you to say those words. And then he was like, this bitch gotta go. And I'm like, all of a sudden I had this epiphany. And kicked her out and all this other shit. And then she wound up like a month later dying. No surprise there. But I was like, you know what? That was about to be you. So, take this as like a second chance. Because, I'm sorry, that is not love. If I would never in a million years say, hey, I love you. Can you please take this syringe? But especially when they don't want to do it. It'd be different. Maybe they were like, hey, I want to try it. I don't know. Not that that's any better, but I've never done that needle, tried anything with a needle. Anywho, but it doesn't matter if it's a needle, a pill, or a drink, or whatever. But to give it to the person you say you love, I just think it's sickening. And we've all been with somebody who's partied because addicts were drawn to each other, right? So I've never said to a boyfriend, hey, take this or do that. I mean, I've had some say it to me, but I've never, hey, try this, or, you're going to like this, or whatever, but I don't know. I just think that's fucked up.
All right, well, let me read you, I don't know.
Am I way off on a tangent? Sorry.
I have a piece that totally goes with just what you're saying, and I'm thinking about trying to find a beat for it real quick and see if I can do it.
Are you going to rap?
Yeah, I'm going to fucking rap. How about that?
Go, boy. Let's have another shot. This should be an easy. Okay. I need to switch over to my other beverage because I'm out of that one. I'm too lazy to go to the store. I'm not going to go to the store anyway. I'm not that crazy.
I'm too lazy.
Yeah, it's safer to stay home. Fuck all that. I don't like the po-po.
No, who does? Oh, man.
Fuck no.
I had a visit a couple days ago, and it was disconcerting.
And the Cosa Nostra, we love you. Just want to say that. Don't worry, we're going to figure out what we're going to do, everybody. Everybody who's still there.
I'm trying to find the right beat for this.
Want me to beat that?
I use for these lyrics. I might have to just wing it. Play something and fucking make it work.
Make it work, big boy.
I will. You know I will.
All righty.
Let's see how it sounds.
That means you're going to have to read a sensual one next.
Can you hear it?
Wait, let me hear it. Music?
Yeah, I'm playing music. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, now I hear it a little bit better. Don't you got a amplifier or something?
Oh, I can. Hold on.
Oh, I can play our song, too.
Hold on.
People are going to think we're in love now.
Yeah, I get
That'll be the next rumor. Fuck it, I've already been with half this fucking site anyway, apparently. I'm a busy girl. If they only knew how boring I really was. Don't you love it when you heard that you've been with somebody, but you're like, wait a minute, well, who's that? Okay, I'm going to shut up. Did you take a shot, mister?
not very loud.
No, I really can't hear it, actually. I want to, though. Hey, we're entertaining as fuck, don't you think?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Does that sound better?
Here's shit, Adam.
Can you hear the music?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear the music? Oh.
I can't hear a dick. Bummer. That didn't go as well as planned. I'm just kidding. Ooh, I got great popsicles. I think you should just read the poem because I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, quiet. You're so much louder than this music. I don't understand.
I don't know either.
I swear you got me on speaker.
Yeah, I do got you on speaker.
I told you to take me off speaker. That's what you.
Oh, well, I can't, otherwise I can't hear you on this shitty phone. Okay, I'll take you off.
I'm trying to find the right beat to go with this. You got to take me off speaker and not say anything. How is it so low? I don't know how to love because I'm old so numb. All I wasted. I don't waste it. Oh, I need to be numb because love is pain. If one hurts, all the same. I just swallow. What to do? Too numb. Look at my phone. But in my sense, you frozen. Availability is off the lowest call I've run after. Wasted, also wasted, check the thing instead of mistakes. Trying not to feel what takes you to the night. This is, I've been waiting. You know, doing drugs, fair stuff, so stuff, think that liquor, much of the bottle gets you empty.
Just a little back step, make you smile again. You know I'm doing drugs, just sex, no drugs. Think I look and shoot my shot, take you out and service. While I'm waiting, can't stick to Sunday love. None of everything I've ever wanted. Can't feel, such a feeling, saying they were going wasted. You the average, need to drug and something in the depths of the mud. Been too long, long gone, so long. Sayonara, adios, you know, let the love be known. Comatose. You know I'm doing drugs, fast stuff. Think they look at my shop, place you have to sell it. I think about it, get the empty area. Get a little back step, make you smile again. These bottles they can easily remind me of us we take care. Cirrhosis, what you call love, double feelings, always in it. Why it's toxicity, always appear. Feelings are reality. The reality is painful. That's why we numb it down and down and go around the turret and the liquor towards the blood of your eyes and flesh. Now I'm waking up, now no regret. Pick it up, if I am, that's a rough, so dirty. Stuck on the carousel, love of pain, the same, fairy. Getting around my head, and down the block. You know I'm getting drugs, stuff. Get the liquor, keep my top. It takes me out to cover. I see you at the bottom, just to get to where I am. So little back step, make it smile again. I'll be wasted. I just 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 be wasted. No. All right, that's James. That sounds good.
That was good. I like honest. Huh?
Well, fucking SoundCloud for it. I didn't even realize for that. I thought I never saw my head get my other fucking phone.
You sound kind of fuzzy too. I don't know why that is, but
It sounds weird.
But I, like anybody who sings, I give a lot of credit to because I would never have the nerve. What happened?
Yeah, and I was just doing it stuff spontaneously with the beat. I was. I'm trying to pick one that made sense. The beat could be.
I also have my hand clapping noise. I wish I had the hand clapping noise handy.
Yeah, let's listen to what actually sounds supposed to sound like. I guess the way I did it on this other thing. I fucking tell you a fiddleball right now. I'm crazy.
You know, my friend just told me
I don't know, it's not playing. I really want to do it.
no, my now I'm tripping because I just read something that my friend just sent me, and I don't want to say it on the air, but it's pretty fucked up, and I didn't even see this. She sent it to me earlier in the morning, but because I was wondering where she was at, but now that she said this, I'm like, oh shit. Like I was like kind of being bitchy, but if this is true, this is pretty bad. So it explains the situation. But anyway, yeah, that was. Now I really want another shot. Let me get one.
Oh shit, it's that serious, huh?
It's
what
like,
the fuck's the deal?
If you can, like, be anyone right now that will. Oh my God, I don't even. I was asking her something, and then she's like, she's okay. This is fucking weird. Okay, first of all, I'm not that selfish that I'm worried about myself. Let's just say I'm more worried about her. Anyway, I would never be like more concerned with myself over somebody else that had something bad happen to them. I would never be like, because, you know, oh fuck you, like I'm more important than you, and you just went through something traumatic. Like I'm not a douche like that. Oh my God, that's terrible. Anyway, I'm just writing here, like saying like I would never care more. Would never. Okay, there we go. Done. All right. So, well, that's a damper on subject for a minute. Okay, now, what do you want to read next?
I don't know. I'm gonna maybe go get my other phone so I can read another rap I have.
Oh, it's on your other phone?
Yeah, I gotta get it to get the lyrics. I'm pretty sure. You know what?
Okay.
Just hold on a hot second. I'll be right the fuck back.
All right.
Holy fucking shit. That was a fucking invention. God damn. Fucking. What's up? That was a fucking adventure. So what's up with your friend? What the fuck's the deal?
Oh, just yeah. I don't want to say it on the air, but it's pretty fucked up. Because I was okay. Let's put it this way. I was like wondering where she was at because she was gonna get something for me, and it's nothing weird. It's not like drugs or alcohol. It's nothing like that. That all this sounds weird. But so I was waiting, and then I was like getting an attitude about it. Like a day or two went by, and I was like, hey, what the hell? You know, are you just gonna take my money, or did you really get it, or shit? And then so she wasn't calling me back, and then I was like, okay, this is kind of fucked up. So I was like, kind of like, where are you, right? And then she tells me like, you know, basically what just happened, and then I'm like, oh shit. Well, now I feel like a douche, you know, because I'm sitting here worried about myself when you're going through something fucking terrible, And so I'm like, hey, I'm not that self-centered or selfish. Like, of course I care. Is there anything I can do? Can I help you in any way? You know, how could I help you with the situation? You know, so I was just waiting for her to write something back. But, you know, it's like I'm being a douche and she's like, it's, you know, going through something. So it's kind of fucked up now that I know what's going on. So I'm kind of like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, but she's like, no, you're not. You didn't know. I was trying to get to the phone. I just couldn't get to the phone. Basically, someone drugged her and held her captive. She is for like 2 days.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, and drugged her.
Damn, that's.
And I'm like, you know, here like a dude, you know, about it's just. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is because it's so stupid. And she'll just be like, and it's nothing a big deal. It's just something that her friend makes, and so it's not like a big. That's not like I even needed it really, but. You know, so anyway, the point is, so I'm just like, oh, well, just shit, sorry about that, you know, I'm a dumbass. So, anyway, shot time.
Yeah. So.
But this chick, man,
I don't know.
Been through some shit. It's like, god dang, I don't know if it's the people you're hanging around with, obviously, but you need some new friends. Because, I mean, going through this kind of like fucked up shit, and then she puts herself in weird positions that she shouldn't be in. And she's cute, you know. She's probably alone, you know. And like I told her, you got to stop putting yourself in these sticky situations. Like, you know, it's just don't go with it. I don't even know how this keeps happening, but
it shouldn't even be on her like that. Put yourself in situations with.
And this,
right.
You know, okay, like here's the thing. This is another topic of the conversation. Well, like it's like, okay, she's sexy, right? She knows she's sexy. She wears things that are, you know, sexy, right? Doesn't give the guy a right to do something to you. I don't think that. But you know, but then again, she's like that, and then she gets in situations that, you know what I'm saying? Like, she shouldn't be in, and she knows damn well she shouldn't be in it, but yet she's there, and then she's like wondering what the fuck happened, you know? Like, you know, like for example, like if I'm going somewhere and it's like 6 guys and me, you know, if it's not guys that I know or like family friends, I'm not gonna fucking go, right? I'm not stupid. And then like really late at night, you know, everyone's drinking and doing Lord knows what else. It's just do the math. You know, shit doesn't add up right. It ain't gonna be good. Cause, you know, 6 guys. I mean, I've never really hung. Well, no, I mean, I'm always used to hanging out with guys, but you know, they're like friends, high school friends, or my, you know, some safe shit. But you know,
get trust, yeah.
Yeah, it's like what the hell. I mean, I don't hang. I used to hang around with people that I don't trust, and I never, you know, the shit always eventually hits the fan, especially when you're partying and everything else, and things get out of hand, you know, whatever. Well, with the old cliche, one thing led to another. You know, like, I love that old excuse for the cheating shit. Like, I don't know, it just happened. That would just happen, you know. It takes time and effort and planning and thinking and all that other stuff. But people will come up with that excuse. It just happened, you know. That's lame. You know, you make lots of excuses when you're doing shit you shouldn't be doing, right? Anywho. So I was gonna ask you what you thought of this poem. I don't know. I read it the other day, and people were like, "Oh, I really like that. And that's really good, like really good." And I was like, it seems kind of disjointed to me, but I don't know. So you tell me what you think. Okay. I don't really like the beginning. I think it needs something different. But filters down daily from dreamscape into reveries, a prophesied resurrection by the wanton warmth of an ancient tongue, circling the tip of sinful intentions, giving sacred sermons baptized in your marrow. Come show me my salvation. Hold me accountable. Your body comparable to the divinity of the Eucharistic Supper, reawakening my veins that run through the root of me. Mold and laminate my devoted submission as a reflection of your aching desires. Bend my will down to the shape of old movie screens, provocateur of my soul. I want to feel your heated breath of your hunger engulf me, I want to watch you siphon languid lessons of my existence, place my trembling body into a preordained grave, and kneel before me as my knees buckle and acquire all that I seek. Feel the texture of liquidated love, savor the taste of dreams lingering on our tongue, and revel at the gaze of satisfaction from the remnants massed against poetic flesh. Now a silken mirror of all that I am inside and out, you are forever cherished as my beloved earth, and I am your dutiful gardener, will leave my heaviness to fill your hollow with unconscious seeds cultivated by an endearing act of devotion. End poem.
Wow, that was pretty. that was good.
I fucked up though. I was supposed to say, will heave my heaviness to fill your hollow with a cornucopia of seeds cultivated by your endearing acts of devotion, by my endearing acts of devotion. I mean, so the prompt there is like undying devotion, but I don't know if it got the point across.
I think you did.
That's good. You know what's funny? Whenever I like mix like words that don't really go together and just sort of like throw them together, people seem to really like love it better, more than when I think about it, overthink about it, or look for words that are poetic, look for words that are mean the same, do all the work and research and shit, and take the time. I don't know why that is, but maybe because you're overthinking.
Overthinking is a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest problems. Excuse me.
You got the fucking
hiccups already?
Man, so my other phone that has no service, right? The notepad where I have like, I don't know, tons of writing in it. It's like acting weird. Like every second, I get to read it like for like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, and then it skips back to like, hey, you need to get service. So it's weird. Like, I thought Notepad was standard with fucking all phones. So it's like weird as fuck to be acting like this. That makes me shitty. But I mean, I can read it and copy it. It's like I need to find somewhere to put it so it doesn't like jump me out of the page when I'm trying to read the motherfucker. But so I'm trying to figure that out right this second. With my old phone. Weird. I don't know. Sorry.
That's all right.
A little bit distracted. Because if I was going to do this, I can't have it fucking glitching out on me while I'm trying to do it.
Yeah. Man, I got a hangnail. Gotta get a Band-Aid. It's killing me.
Hangnail on that hiccup.
On my pinky.
Are you there?
Yeah.
I want to fucking try it. Let's see what the fuck happens here. I'm going to put this back on the phone, so be quiet. Take me off speaker if you have me on speaker. We're going to try to make this work as a fucking rap in this weird bootleg version.
What I need to and I feeling with the tears of a hung past, feeling with the pain of my broken man, for the wicked memories of my wickedness, for the gentleness and fast yet. It's a call if I tell you the truth. It's not an hourglass at all. It's not an hourglass at all. But you know that. So I try to pick them back. So I try to live like that. So I try to just a easy break, stuff for you, treaty. And we will love a sacrifice. We will love a sacrifice. We will love a sacrifice. Not trying to look back, but I took a glance and a chance and a flash. We really never set a fast of a lost dance. The ghost of a fucking romance and the stick and the lips never become heavy. Just smoking with that dope thing ever around. And I feel like a fool, get lost in that. That's in the whirlwind of you. Only real love and real life. And if I try again, maybe I pull it up a spot, maybe take the birdie single, let me take a flight. Maybe say songs to me, lullaby. So I sleep at night, so I can sleep bright. It's up to see you by my side in the winter days, and it's glowing from the rays of the sunlight. You illuminate my dark days and darker nights. The both down and sorrow of the dreaming melody of the life. I wouldn't care, right? You should be mine. You mine, but we know that ain't how far we went. You know I had to let you go and watch on my life. Real love is sacrifice at the same self. So hard I recognize what you were missing something deep inside. I couldn't satisfy for the whole and the soul to step beside and satisfy. Standing in what I've seen, really astonished and things. You know that. I listen for my number one, my only one, the only something, never ever imagine, the only matter, all the matter. I'll never get a second soul. How I love you. All the games make songs to you. All you had then too. You were saying I heard of 100 lifetimes, not and I comfort that tears, that tears. You had to do you. You had to do you. And we will love the sacrifice. One you to do it all, make it through. Another man, that's all right. Let me look a lot of me, do. Life, the whole time. It's your baby. That's a beautiful. I won't give a fuck. You deserve love. You deserve it all. And I wasn't there. But you, there was always up to you. We start outside. So, stars always burning in the last time. If you needed a hand, I would always show you love, my beautiful, my little darling, my sweet, still back, no lie. Cause real love is sacrifice. Don't need to know where you've been. Don't need to know who you've been with. I don't need answers to shit that doesn't need explaining. Just please go to sleep. Let me hold you. Do whatever you need. Cause you're safe now, if only for a little while. Cause I know you have the urge to roam, but you still trying to figure out, trying to know what real love is all about. Heard you for hours and hours that last night. Could have been eternity with you, but time didn't exist. You see, as you cried and cried and cried, I told you it was all right. When you really love something, you gotta set it free. I still to this day don't know if you ever heard me. If you were drowning in that misery, I kept you afloat like an unspeakable boat through the mountain waves, typhoons and hurricanes and the final monsoon. All I could think was how I love you, and you cried pretty. Everything about you was pretty, even the pain you give me, the hurt, the holding, the hard and soft words, the breath between passing, the anger flashing. Later you said, I thought you were toxic. Not at all. Not at all. You were my antidote. You were my cure for a sickness I couldn't endure. You were the remedy to an affliction for which there was no resistance. The long loneliness and wishes of death. You were my breath, my rest, the rhythm in my chest, my smile. You were my reason to live and die, to give all I had in eyes, to dig deeper than the well had ever been dug. To summon up real love. Real love is sacrifice. Real love is sacrifice. So it's not an hourglass at all. All right. That's the end of that shit.
That
And
was
you put me
good.
on speaker. You know what? It was longer than the fucking beat I had, so I had to go out and sell it. Threw me like a motherfucker.
I like it.
You like that? All right. That's true story, by the way. True shit. Real life.
That makes it even more interesting.
That was the one I have the ring for on my finger.
You did a good job. And you're ballsy for singing. It's relatable. And it's all you know what I mean?
Got me off on my absolute now. Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
I think given us only 5 minutes and 53 seconds left.
What?
Believe it or not, we've been here almost 2 hours.
You're too loud.
All right, go now, Boo. I can hear you more reasonably now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
So we got
I had you on the
5
Bluetooth.
We got 5 minutes and 27 seconds.
You got 5 minutes and 20. Damn, you know what I realized? We talked more than anything.
Yeah,
and
that's
you said
good.
You said we only got that much time.
Well, I mean, I think it'll just keep going, but it's counting down. So anyway, we always talk for hours anyway.
Yeah, I mean, let it be whatever it is.
You're one of the only people who don't get sick of talking to me, or maybe you do. You don't say anything.
No, I never. I'm pretty communicable. I don't know what that means. Like a disease, maybe. I like to communicate. I like to talk to people, so it's cool. And you're a talker, and I can talk and listen. We get on well together. You're a Sagittarius, so you got that fire, and I'm a Gemini, and I'm that wind, so we feel each other, so we work. I can feel your fire, and you can explode with me.
Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody.
Man, this shit's terrible. I would never buy this again. I was out of my buzzball, so this shit is terrible. It's some kind of like alcoholic water or some shit. Something agua. But my daughter tried to buy this shit like 2 years ago in the store and tell me that it was seltzer water. And I'm like, I'm not that stupid. Come on now. Like, Mom, can we buy this? I'm like, no. What is it? It's agua fresca. Look. And I go, hey, wait a minute. How come it's in the alcohol aisle? She's like, oh, maybe it's just in the wrong aisle. I'm like, come on now. I wasn't born yesterday. That's funny.
What are you doing?
She can't drink it. She's not a drinker. Thank God. She has like a bad reaction. Like she had like 2 bad experiences, and she was like, "Fuck that." And I was like, "Oh, that makes me happy." But you never know, you know. But she was like, "Oh my God, I got a headache, and I just feel weird, too, like out of control." And I go, "Hey, that's why a lot of people do it." You know.
So.
I was supposed to get a delivery tonight from the pharmacy. I guess that's not happening. Man, I was waiting.
Another rap to you.
Another rap? Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit it? I like my rap when they come for me, but you already heard that one. That's probably my favorite.
You can't hear these beats though, so what does it matter? But we're gonna try to make it work.
We're gonna make it work?
We're gonna make it work even though you can't hear the beats.
Yeah. I don't like when you already heard it though.
I fucked
Hey,
up.
by the way, how come you don't respond that much anymore on Instagram? You don't use it that much anymore?
I haven't even downloaded Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got downloaded again. I will.
A lot of
So
people
this
from
one.
Clubhouse, they use Insta. Everybody say, "Oh, I'm on Instagram, But I don't like Instagram because it only lets you put like short poems on there.
Yeah, I see a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and then they do the live stream and all that. I'm eating some goldfish now. Okay, so
This is called 1,000 Blessings. See how this goes.
okay.
My heart is in pieces, long ago shattered, not for the matter. It's all that I have, made for love, my heart was glass. And piece by piece, I give away me, kind of an irony. I never regret love, never forget love, I love you, that shit is true. Do, stay gold. I'm sorry my soul is sick, so sick of living, so sick of the flow, that depression, anxiety, and addiction, reeling. I just think in my position, not a feeling. And maybe I'll be brave again and try to roll those dice, snake eyes, all sides, every time. 6-cylinder, deuces, razor blade, OD, deuces. Go ashes in the wind, doesn't sound so bad. Walking on down that lonely road, all I ever had. In my mind I fight a fight, it's knowing every time. Day to night, night to day, couldn't imagine the time that plague my brain. Every breath I don't want to breathe, every step I don't want to take. There's no wind, there was no peace, no surprise. It's constant strife to live in my mind. I've been broken, heartsick, tossed away, unwanted mistakes. I've been fooled, took for granted love, keeping in the night, going at a fist fight. I fought the odds, even the score, didn't come back, then never let down. The underdog we never expected, they couldn't predict this. Cinderella story, they've been sleeping on this beauty. I'm a beast. Been a clown, been the king, been the crowd, been the revolutionary crown. The secure and evicted, the homeless and the generous, and the phony and the real homeless. There ain't no cheering for me, oh. And it came me against the world solo, 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 solo. I go slow-mo, so by robot incognito. You're gonna see me solo. Bombayojo, Tel Aviv, my own worst enemy, best friend of me. Most days I ain't even in my own for long, painful looks in the mirror. I get guts that glare, going 12 rounds of myself on the daily. My greatest opponent will always be me, crumbling. And some days I don't know what the fuck that even means. Battle addiction, don't want to submit again. Throw away all my dividends, ain't even fiction. Got up from many falls, still fight them, damn near lost them all. Given all I had to give and gave some more. Lost more than I've ever earned and lied and cheated. Lord, honest, even to a fault. I've been the wound and salt. And though all my defeat, I still at least could breathe. Some made plans today that they didn't get to see. So you see, I guess for that, got to be grateful still to breathe. I need 1,000 blessings to deliver me. I need 1,000 blessings. I need 1,000 blessings. I need 1,000 blessings to deliver me. 'Cause there's no second chance. No second chance, no revive, no slot, no reset, no rewind, no redo, no memory card, no save file to reload, out of ammo, no second wind, no Alamo, no two shows, no continue, no new episodes, no next time, no cut, copy and paste, no Photoshop, no way to rearrange, no way to replace, no backup, no restore, just gone without a trace, there's never more. Put the lens that clean up the picture, there's only a filthy broken mirror. It's only a filthy, broken mirror, and all I see is me.
Yeah, that kind of fucking sucked, but it was what it was for what it was.
It was what it was.
It was what it was.
It wasn't bad.
Kind of, I know. It had moments that were alright. It was like, I'm trying to do these random beats. Fucked up. And then like, I'm surprised you can't hear the music at all. That sucks. I'm like,
I hear it. I can hear it. It's very faint. Probably when I listen to it, though, I'll hear it.
Shit.
The replay.
I want to do that fucking thing that other rap I did. You guys played that one I made. Where is that?
Oh, that one.
Find it right now.
You want me to play it?
Do it live. Because a lot of it is I don't even know which beat I used for that one. Actually, I do know. I think.
Put rap in here and search rap.
I'm gonna no. I'll find it. I'm gonna do it live right now. I don't care. I just gotta find the words because it's a little lost on me.
Specific one.
Kitty something. Kitty. That's all I know is kitty some shit.
Okay, let's do it real quick. Let's see.
Oh, it's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, that's right. No, Coca-Cola. Oh, that's something different. Tangled to the ground, so I was rapping to that. Now
a hard chair, you would have thought, cushion-bound poets, the comfort of
Is
making
your
beds
song? That's funny. That is not.
Require.
That's weird.
Is that sound? That's just like my guitar or something. Sound like my guitar. Dude. Right now, I don't have more to That's just my guitar playing, man. Ooh, are you listening? What are you doing? Stop that shit.
Letting them hear you.
That's just me playing guitar, though. Let me throw a stupid.
I'm showing off your talent.
Yeah. You know what? I have moments of genius on that bitch. Moments of just pure fucking amateur. Let me tell you. I do. It's unstable. It's like I'm an unrefined. It's because I'm an artist, you know. I guess it's like I don't fucking. I suck sometimes, and sometimes I'm fucking amazing because you're like, whoa, what the fuck
Sometimes
is
you're
that?
like, hey, was that really me?
No, I mean, even other people have said, my friends that are musicians or whatever, like, sometimes, you're a fucking pure genius, and other times it's like, what? That's weird. But, like, you're fucking up and all that. So, but other times it's like, man, what the fuck did you just play? That was amazing.
Mhm.
My friend who's a musician, they tell me, like, she would rather listen to me play than Eric Clapton. You ever heard such a compliment? I'm like, are you trying to get in my pants or what?
Wow. You're like, it's yours. Music.
I mean, it's crazy. It's like a lie. It's like a lie. He's like, you don't believe that shit.
Hey, real
How can you
quick, we
believe
better
that?
say, in case it ends, we better say something because it's going to end in 30 seconds. So thanks for listening and suffering through our poetic whatever. And we thank you guys for listening, and we love you, and we're going to figure out where we can hook back up so we can keep the show going. So don't give up. Adam, you want to say anything?
Yeah. I'm just going to say that it's probably not going to end. The show will go on. It's just the after hours, and it's just been me and Boo for 2 fucking hours. So it is what it is. You're going to listen. You're going to love this shit because we're awesome.
Yeah, and Kevin Watts is a dick. Let me just throw that in there. Over here.
Yeah, fuck Kevin Watts. All poetry is a sinking ship. Come join us at La Cosa Nostra. Find us wherever you can.
And we love you. Thanks for those that support us. Oh, just made it in time. Okay, now.
We're in the dirty hour time, after hours time.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a button-up black collared shirt. That's like, I don't know how to explain it. And some jeans.
All right. Just wondering.
That's usually my outfit is usually a black shirt of some sort, but and jeans or sweats or whatever. I have an eclectic assortment of clothes. And what are you wearing? That's more important. You're the hot.
Nothing exciting. Slippers and like a strapless dress. That's it. And a sweater. Nothing exciting.
Why are you wearing?
No, like gray slippers and then a red dress and then I guess this is like a black sweater because I'm always freezing. It's freezing in here, but it's hot here. This is valley. Huh?
I heard a red dress with a black sweater.
Yeah, a red strapless dress 'cause it's hot. Black sweater and gray slippers. Real sexy shit.
Real sexy shit.
Tight. Also because I probably gained a few. But, yeah.
I like a little on my legs. Don't worry about it.
Summer dress, long one all the way to the ground like that.
Wow. Dang.
Because it's super hot up here. I mean, it's like, I think 100. Right. Now the pool's like a tub.
It's a short skirt and a long jacket.
No, it's a long dress, like a summer sundress,
Oh, a sundress. That's hot.
I never wear jeans. I hate jeans.